Ooh, hello, basketball fans. We are here at the WKCTC Invitational for the championship game here at the Starship Hawes Gymnasium. We got a special halftime event with the 1969 National Championship team.
Nice.
We've got it all set up. I'm here with my partner, Jamie Madding, the Fulton County coach extraordinaire. And what do you think we're going to expect here at this championship game?
Hey, you know what to expect at West Kentucky. It's going to be up and down basketball. Never any boredom when these guys play. Score usually hits 100 points. Both teams, I see two athletic teams out here chomping at the bit, ready to get this championship game on, Brent, so I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of that, E-Town looks a little extra athletic. What do you think about those odds?
Oh, I tell you, I was sizing those guys up when they were warming up, and this game's going to come down to depth. The battle of two teams that don't have a lot of depth. It does look like E-Town may have just a little bit more on that bench than West Kentucky's going to be playing with tonight, but should be a heck of a contest. There's going to be shots going up. There's going to be some floor burns. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That is going to be the story to watch out for. Both teams near the end of the season with a very, very, very short bench.
Absolutely.
We got 7 players over here, it looks like, and not too many more for E-Town.
No.
So it might be a battle of attrition out there. Who's got the conditioning? Who's been running those suicides?
Yeah, it's going to show up tonight, isn't it? Yeah, and then factor in the fact that both of these teams played earlier today. So, it's going to be about the bench tonight. We'll see what happens.
I think so. So we better take a break. You are listening to WKCTC Basketball Action.
We all want to get the most for our money, and no other investment yields as great a return as the investment in education. A recent study shows that West Kentucky Community and Technical College adds value to our region through what it's spending, jobs it provides, and added income made by its graduates. Investing in WKCTC has proven results. Let's do the math. For every $1 a student invests in their WKCTC education, they'll receive nearly $7 in higher future earnings than those without a degree. Higher education is positively associated with lifestyle changes that lead to taxpayer savings and societal benefits in better health, less unemployment, and reduced crime. So total benefits to state taxpayers is over $63 million. This means for every tax dollar spent supporting students attending WKCTC, taxpayers will receive nearly $5.50 in return over the course of the student's working life. In fiscal year 2015-2016, WKCTC employed 549 faculty and staff with a payroll of $21 million. The college also spent another $14.5 million on goods and services. This generated over $24 million in added income to our region, or the equivalent of supporting 578 jobs. During the same year, WKCTC alumni and students generated over $117 million in added income to the community. Together, the local impact of having a strong community college in our region was over $141 million in added income, which means more trained workers, more jobs, and a stronger economy. Do the math. WKCTC is good for the region and good for the state.
Welcome back, basketball fans, to the championship game of the WKCTC Invitational. between the E-Town Barons and your West Kentucky Stars. We've got the starting lineups ready here. And for the Barons, we've got Kenley Ballinger, Dante Simpson, Keenan Jordan, Eric Smith, and Devin White. And for your West Kentucky Stars, we will have Dre Smith, Alex Van Hook, Lamont Bell, Al McFarland, and Jamison Hicks. This has been pretty much the bread and butter lineup ever since we've had the turn of the new year for the West Kentucky Stars. And we're going to stick with what works here, it looks like. One little note out there, if you're following along at home, Dylan Richards is a little bit under the weather and he will not be with us, but that's okay. We'll root for all the other guys just the same. And he did actually brave it and come down here to support the team even though he couldn't play himself.
That's all you can ask for. Going to be here for his team, even under the weather.
Right. We thought we might have a Michael Jordan with the flu moment there for a moment. He came walking in the auditorium and we thought, wow, he's going to shake it off.
Yep.
But apparently some people didn't want to guard a guy with the flu, and so
there you go. Yep.
It's not gonna happen tonight.
Yep. Sometimes, coaches don't want those sick guys around the other guys either. Don't want to spread it around. But
well, there's a lot of high fives in basketball, Jamie.
Yeah, that's right.
And the next thing you know, everybody's sharing and everybody's sick, and we just don't want that.
For sure. Well, this should be fun. Two similar styles. Both teams going to want to get up and down the floor and push the issue. I suspect a lot of pressing. If you like track meets, this might be your kind of ball game right here to watch.
I think that's right. And another thing to be on the lookout for, the Stars have been just a little bit hesitant when they've been pressed.
Yeah.
So we got to see if that press offense has gotten any better in the practice sessions and see if we can break that thing and get some easy buckets on the other end.
Yep.
Funny thing about that, once the press is broken a couple of times, that press tends to go away just a little bit.
Yep. Well, being a guy who likes to press myself, there's the old cliche: the teams that press don't like to be pressed, and there might be some truth to that. I think a little bit of that's overhyped, but yeah, hey, we're pressing a team, and if we give up layups and dunks, okay, we're going to do something different, because the last thing we want to do is give the other team some easy buckets.
Got that right. The E-Town Barons there have taken the tip off, so they get that first possession.
Yep.
We're going to see them on offense.
Looks like Coach Chumbler's going to make these guys an outside shooting team. And first, I say that just by opening up in a 2-3 zone, and pays off. Trey Smith shot up right out of the gate.
You can't really ask for a better start than that.
No, you can't. First look. West Kentucky shooting 100%. Not bad, huh?
You'll always take 100%, 1 for 1. Feels good when it's going in like that.
Absolutely.
And the Barons are going to try it again here, and for sure, we've packed it in a little bit on D.
Yep.
And we're going to see they worked it in just a little. Offensive rebounding might be something to keep our eye on there, because it opened up that 3, and now we're all tied up.
Tied up at 3 apiece. And
there's that press we were expecting.
Elizabethtown opening up in a 1-2-2. And Dre imploring on his teammate there, his teammate there, Lamont Bell, stay back here and help. Bell had gotten on down the floor, and
you need every ball handler you can.
That's right. You need that help.
That press going on back there.
Need that help.
Once again, we've got kind of a chess match going on between working the ball outside and then the zone following the ball around and around the court.
Yep. Well, you can see E-Town's got a size advantage. Number 20 on the inside there, Eric Smith. He's a load. So
yeah, he looks like he's probably going about 6'6", 6'7" down there. And that's a little bit taller than what our team is fielding. But it doesn't matter if you can shoot threes like that.
That's right. When you've got a Lamont Bell that can stand out there and I mean, hey, West Kentucky started off 2 shots taken, both threes, both made. Still shooting 100%.
I would say a battle plan of going down the floor every time and getting a three probably leads to victory.
Seems like a good game plan. Let's just keep shooting threes as long as we're 100%.
You know the players love it. They'll never complain as long as that's the game plan.
Yep.
Uh-oh. A little bit of trouble there. Stepped on the baseline perhaps.
Yep. Coach Chumbler saying, guys, come on. We don't want to just hand them the ball. That was an unforced turnover there.
Yeah, when there's no pressure on you and the ball just slips through the fingers there, that is not going to be a happy coach over there on the bench.
Not at all.
Because the coach understands if you get beat, but he doesn't understand if you just throw it 3 feet past the other guy.
Yep. You know, it's one thing if the other team forces you into a turnover, but, man, when you just hand them the ball on a silver platter freebie, that's never fun.
That's it, and we had Eric Smith going to work on the inside again. This looks like it might be a theme. And West Kentucky definitely following suit there with a theme.
There you go.
Little foul inside. Hicks going to work down on that low block. Taking one for the team there right in the face, but then going to the line for a couple of free ones.
I think he's just checking to make sure his eyeball's still there and all's good.
Well, the problem is if you look up and you got 5 rims in your face.
Aim at the one in the middle, young man.
He did, and it paid off.
He did, and he got it, yep.
He might need a smack to the face before every foul shot if it's going to work like that. 2 for 2 for the big center for the Stars.
Yep. And West Kentucky showing a little 1-2-2 themselves.
Going to press back.
Can't give those up, though.
But number 11, Dante Simpson, was the one-man press breaker and just dribbled around everybody and took it right down to the layup. Another turnover Coach Timberler won't like. But then E-Town gives it right back. Oh, Smith with the Euro step.
There you go. Stay down here.
And they will keep that possession.
We were talking before the broadcast. Dre Smith used to play for me at Fulton County, and I tell you, I loved when we could get him the ball in the open court. I mean, he hardly ever charges. He's got that Euro step down pat. You will not see Dre commit a charge usually in the open court very much. I mean, usually something good comes out of it. It's going to be a score, or just like that case, draw a foul.
And he does know how to finish.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a good finisher.
Another foul down there. Big Al going to work.
You can see Coach Vieg here. Every foul's going to matter in this game. He's got 2 players sitting on that bench, and one of them, I'm not so sure. I don't know. Maybe he's got
possibly a third there.
Yeah, I was going to say I was sizing him up to see if it looked like he was dressed and ready to play. I think he is.
Possibly still got the warm-ups on.
Yeah.
Maybe a 12th man kind of guy, and
yep.
might be called upon in a game like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen before in college basketball, a couple of people foul out, things happen like that, and you might have to play with 4 guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've been in a situation where we played a team with 4 guys, and you would think, oh, this is easy, but it kind of changes the whole flow of the game.
Fast break here for the Stars. A fantastic defensive play. Bell was going in for the jam, and apparently E-Town didn't like peanut butter.
Nope.
And turned it right away.
Not at all. They didn't give up. I think Bell, it kind of looked like he geared down one gear and was maybe going up for the.
Well, he wanted the sure-footed jam.
Yeah.
That's what happened there. And by the time he slowed down, E-Town caught up, and with disastrous results.
Had a meeting at the summit.
Simpson here at the top of the key has proven he can really drive in with that ball.
Yep.
But he settled for the outside jumper there.
So far, so good for West Kentucky in this 2-3. I mean, they're getting some stops.
Could be a tie-up situation here, or no, the ball slips free, and E-Town's heading the other way with it. Devin White brings it up the court.
In and out.
The big man was going to step out for three there, and it pretty good. It hit every part of the rim except the bottom. So Bell needs to watch a little bit of Dre Smith footage there and make sure that we don't get the charge.
Yep.
Because that definitely doesn't feel good when you get a foul like that. Now you got to play defense with that extra foul.
Yeah, you know, that's in the back of your mind. Takes away from your aggressiveness a little bit. So far, the rim's not so kind to the Barons.
No, they haven't.
Not from outside.
Now, inside, they've done some damage. Offensive rebounding, they've done some damage. But so far, this making them shoot it thing is holding true here for the Stars. 10-7 at the 15 and change mark.
Paying off so far for West Kentucky. So Barron's showing a little 3-2 zone here. They say we've got some big guys on the backside, so we're going to load up and protect the 3 line.
Maybe not so bad of a strategy, given that you got to drive in there a little bit.
Yep. West Kentucky's doing exactly what they need to do. You know, a lot of times for a team like West Kentucky that wants to drive the ball, that zone slows you down and takes away those driving lanes. And West Kentucky's still saying, we're going to play our game. We're going to move the ball. We're going to find those lanes, and we're going to get to the rim. And this is what happens. You get to the free throw line, get some easy buckets.
Right. Now, a zone can be collapsed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not an impermeable defense,
not at
or
all.
else everybody would play it all the time.
Yeah. Yep. Not at all.
It may just take a little bit of patience on the part of the offensive team not to just jack up a 3 from any old angle.
Exactly. Yep, get that ball moving, make the zone defend, make it move, get it going side to side, and find the shot that you want. Got a moving screen there on Ingram for the Barons. Got to be still on those screens.
Yeah, as soon as you move that foot, that's an illegal maneuver, and they don't always call it. I think that's what's tempting, because you want to get back into some of the other action and make some cuts and things like that, but you just can't do it. Gang rebounding there for the Stars, but the ball just trickles away at the very end. Now Ingram's got the ball. Over to Petrie, who slashes in. And a foul on the inside.
Yeah. Kind of seemed to be a little bit of a late whistle, but.
All right, so Smith picked that one up.
Yeah.
A couple of early fouls here. Nobody's got 2 that I'm aware of, so I think all's well that ends well on that. And E-Town's going to try it again, playing a little half-court offense.
Yep. Moving the ball around, kind of a 1-3-1 set. Yep.
And they worked it inside for an easy bucket.
Yep.
Patience was a virtue once again. Uh-oh, Big Al wasn't quite ready. And crisis averted. And it looks like some members of the 69 team might be ready to get back into action.
He's saying, put me in, coach.
He might still have a couple of years left of eligibility, right?
I would say so.
2-year school.
I would say so.
A beautifully drawn play by Coach Chumbler right there.
Absolutely. Great little inbound play. It's perfect.
That is just the thing to catch the other guys napping. Because it looked like a play, maybe they were going into Hicks, and they've done that a few times, so maybe E-Town thinks you're going back to the well, and then surprise out of nowhere, 2 points.
Yep. Nice little block-to-block screen. Great little inbound play.
So Hicks has picked up a foul here. E-Town's going to try it again.
Coach Chumbler respectfully disagreed with that call.
Well, most coaches have never liked any foul that's ever been called, so
never.
We'll give him that latitude. E-Town there went back in to Eric Smith. Now West Kentucky's going to give it a little try, and
I miss that
Ray
kid.
Smith.
I wish I still had him. And he's just gotten better. Proud of him.
Yeah, he's capable of putting up 30 points and a half. He's got spurt ability, as they say in basketball.
He had some nights like that for us at Fulton County several times. As fast as maybe anybody I've ever coached, end to end with the ball in his hands in transition, can flat get down the floor. And then, like I said, I mean, usually good things happen because he's not going to charge. He can finish at the rim. I mean, he can play above the rim.
So he sounds at the line here, and Simpson missed the first one. He's going to see if he can make it right here on the second one. One out of two. We're heading back the other way. Stars still in pretty good shape here, 16-12, with 12 and a half to go.
Against a great, great team that comes in here tonight. 24-win team, is that what we said here at the beginning?
24-3, I believe, was that record.
Wow. So West Kentucky's got to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the dream scenario except for that.
Yep.
Going inside to Smith and virtually unstoppable in there. Other than that, though, perfect start for the Stars.
Nice.
Ball movement.
Yep. We tell our players, I do not know what the scientific formula is, but threes fall when the pass comes from the inside out. You just come down and pass to the wing and the three goes up. It falls at such a lesser percentage than it does when the pass comes from the middle out. And right there, pass middle out. Excellent. You draw that deep, you get the ball to the middle, the defense draws in, and that three's just a little bit more open. Great hustle play.
Yeah, we're going to hope Simpson's okay here.
I tell you, give him an A for effort.
Yeah, and he's looking all right. He's not even holding his leg or anything.
Wound up in about the third row there behind his bench. Great hustle play.
That is hustle. He's showing a little bit of ill effects now, but he was walking it off earlier.
Yeah.
So you've got to expect he's not in too bad a shape. Just maybe get that little pain sensation rocking up through there. Thinking it over and going to play. All right, play on.
I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, just took a little second there to collect himself. Nothing wrong with that. The size of Smith once again punishing the Stars on the inside.
Yeah, not much of an answer for him for West Kentucky.
A good box out is all you can hope for on that one. And then some busy hands takes away the ball. We're going the other way. And the Barons will try it again from the out of bounds.
Both teams playing really hard, very active hands, using that athleticism.
If you came for a championship fight, you are getting it.
You're getting it. Getting your money's worth here tonight in Paducah, Kentucky. Jump stop. Ooh. Strong play there.
Some nice, nifty footwork from Keenan Jordan, number 15 on your program.
Just came to a strong jump stop, went up strong with the ball.
And we are within one, so an important possession here for the Stars. And why not just hit a triple? When in doubt, just hit a three ball.
There you go. That one's coming this way.
Yeah, Petrie took it right in there and I guess just ran out of real estate.
McFarland saw the drive, saw him a little bit out of control, stepped right in there and took one for the team.
He's a really tough player.
He is.
He's kind of a center in a guard's body.
Yeah.
and plays down low and battles all these bigs and doesn't complain about it. Heat check from Bell. Oh, it's going to be a bang-bang play here for possession. They're going to talk it over here for a minute because there was a lot of action. Yep. The ball hit a couple of different people, and now it's a matter of who hit what first and last.
Coach Vieg with Elizabethtown seems to feel pretty strongly that was out on West Kentucky.
Yeah, and there's a good possibility
play's going to stand. Yep.
But we are coming back this other way. Maybe a tough break there for E-Town, but that's, when the refs can't see the exact angle, sometimes the ball bounces a certain way. So Bell's going to bring it up, see if they get a little more action happening here. Fleming took it right into the heart of the defense, and he is rewarded with a couple of free ones.
Elizabethtown doing a lot of arguing with the refs. So we got a timeout here from E-Town. Looks like it's just a 30-second timeout.
So we will stay with it then if it's a 30.
Yep. So that was the first time, first trip down the floor, E-Town went man, and West Kentucky did my favorite thing and drove the ball. Got the ball to the elbow and drove, and resulted in a foul. And Elizabethtown players disagreeing. They felt that he traveled.
Well, if you get fouled, sometimes you do travel.
Yeah.
It's a matter of what happened first.
Yeah, exactly. Which came first, the travel or the foul?
The proverbial travel foul question. Correct. And Fleming's a driver. He would much rather take it down in there, get his hands a little dirty, than to stay out and just take a nice, comfortable three.
Yep.
You got to really respect that about his game.
Love it. Love it.
You don't get those foul calls out there on the wing too often. But down there around the paint, more often than not, 50-50 shot, really.
Just have to convert those at the charity stripe.
And he picked up one there.
And he takes care of that one. So it's a one-point trip for West Kentucky. West Kentucky staying with the 2-3 zone, and I suspect, hey, as long as they're playing with a little bit of a lead, they're playing with house money, they're going to stay with that zone until E-Town finally gives them a reason not to.
A little bit of a late call, but that's what happens when you drive in.
That's right. You force the ref to make that, blow that whistle, make that call.
Yep, that's going to send Simpson to the line again.
Justin Mason with the call there, and he's a very well-respected referee in Region 1, does a great job.
That's a thankless job, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
You can't make anybody happy as a referee.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guys. It doesn't mean I don't disagree with them from time to time, but, I tell them all the time, you have to have thick skin to do that job. No matter, as you said, no matter what call you make, you're making somebody unhappy.
That's true, and every once in a while you'll blow a call too. It's just human nature.
Yep.
West Kentucky Star is going to take it back on the attack.
Yep. E-Town staying with man. West Kentucky tried to hit Van Hook there on a flex cut on the baseline.
It was a nice play, but E-Town took it the other way and got an easy bucket. Now Petrie's heading there for a three-point conversion.
Bell is second, team sixth.
He got all three.
Got a 2-point ball game, 8:40 to go here until halftime. 40 to play in the first half.
It has been back and forth a little bit here. West Kentucky maintaining this lead for a long time. Fleming with a nice little J from just inside the three-point line. That'll be a 2.
He's a solid player. Tough kid. Really tough.
What I like about him is he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Very well-rounded player.
He can rebound. He can drive in. Nice J on that play. And now the Barons are going to have a little extra opportunity. They're going to send Petrie right back to that line.
Is first, team 7.
It's one area that Elizabethtown is hurting West Kentucky is on that offensive glass. They're getting those second chance opportunities, and right here, second chance opportunity led to a foul, and you hung a foul on a West Kentucky player and stopped the clock. Go to the line to get 2 freebies.
Yeah.
Which he only converts 1 of the 2, so
that, it's okay. But time after time, though, that rebound eventually going to catch up with you. So Smith turned it over there, and then we had an illegal dribble?
We've got a technical foul assessed on number 4,
Petrie.
Jay Petrie.
Yeah. I didn't quite see what precipitated it, so I'm not sure. Coach Vieg's not sure. He didn't know. He just kind of shrugged his shoulders.
Yeah, I didn't really see it either. They forced a turnover on Dre Smith, number 1 for West Kentucky, and it's like as soon as they started heading the other direction, the ref called the technical.
Yeah, Petrie doesn't know what he did. I'm not sure here. He's trying to explain to Coach Vieg like something happened, but he's not 100% sure. He's still pretty incredulous.
Kind of a crazy sequence there. Elizabethtown forces the turnover. They're headed the other way for a layup, and instead the play gets stopped, and it results in 2 points for West Kentucky. Crazy.
Yeah, I've not really seen too many scenarios like that.
Yep.
Typically, a technical happens after something bad has happened to you, not after something good has happened to you.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Maybe something we didn't see, a taunt of some sort. Maybe I don't know.
He must have said something as he was headed the other way with the ball.
And that inside rebounding once again with Justin Mon going to work there.
Elizabethtown just continuing to exploit that size advantage on the inside.
And they definitely have that as a mismatch. And they know it. Bell might be hurt. He tweaked a little something there. Possibly his pride, but maybe something physical.
West Kentucky a little bit loose with the ball. Back-to-back possessions.
Just one too many turnovers along the way.
So we got another 30-second timeout. This time Coach Chumbler calls it to talk about things.
So that means we'll just stay right here then, as long as it's a 30. And what do you think so far with 7.5 to go?
Well, it's been exactly what we talked about. I mean, it's been up and down, transition. Both teams willing to, able to execute in a half court well. On the Elizabethtown side, they're working the ball against that 2-3 zone and attacking the right gaps and finding their bigs on the inside. West Kentucky, a lot of dribble penetration, some of it resulting in some fouls and some layups. Others for some nice pitches out, for some open threes that they've been able to convert. So, been a lot of fun. What's the furthest these teams have been separated? 5-6 points. It's not been much. It's definitely been a battle. So, looks like we've got a lot of good basketball left here to be played.
I think so. The Stars have got to be happy still with how things are going. Tie ball game. It hasn't been tied in a little while, so probably I'd say this is a really critical juncture for the Stars. With 7 minutes to go only in this half, you'd hate to see this get away after playing such a great first half of ball.
West Kentucky running those flex cuts.
Three did not pay off there, and now Simpson's going to take it the other way again. Careless turnover there by Ballinger leads to an easy bucket from Lamont Bell, taking it in there with a little bit of defense hovering around like an attack helicopter.
Yep.
But he didn't care.
Nice finish. Nice setup by Smith. Perfect transition basketball execution there.
Smith wants that easy one. Over the back call, perhaps?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or just out of bounds?
Yeah, it looks like he's just calling out of bounds, but no, actually, no. No, he did get the over the back call there on number 14.
Okay, so boxing out will work if you're the shorter player.
It will.
We have established that.
Yeah. If you have position on the guy and on the defender and he comes up, he reaches over you.
It's so tempting for that taller player, though.
Yeah,
it's tantalizing.
Yeah, it's
you've got this little guy in front of you, and you're just, your arm is so
right
much
there.
I get it. Oh, no, the foul call. Big Al's heading to the line. Oh, just about it.
Unable to convert.
E-Town's moving that ball, and it pays off with a big 3 to go up 1 with about 6 minutes to go. Coach Chumler's getting a hold of Smith there. Maybe going to call a certain play, maybe a special one. They went down into Big Al, start inside out.
West Kentucky still driving the ball.
Yeah, they've realized good things are going to happen if you're taking a 2-foot shot and not a 20-foot shot. So easy to take that little outside jumper. But if you just get in there and work, you might go to that foul line. Of course, you do have to hit them.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, and a 1-point trip, I guess it's better than a 0-point trip, but it's not exactly what you desire.
Nice little J there from Petrie.
Great drive and pull up there. Stopped on a dime to make that shot. It does seem that since Elizabethtown has gone man, that they've slowed West Kentucky down a little. West Kentucky has been able to get to the charity stripe, but they've not converted as well as I'm sure Coach Chumler would like.
Right, they maybe could have finished a couple more times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Get those points on there that way. Gang rebounding once again from the Stars. Oh, McFarland's in a little bit of trouble here. Looking for help. Able to find Fleming, it looked like. And then over to Smith. Oh, an all-around good shot for Smith.
Man, did I mention he used to play for me? I don't know.
You taught him everything that he knows, didn't you? I can tell.
And he, I mean, he could shoot the ball really well in high school, but buddy, he's really gotten better. He's getting it off quicker too.
Yeah, that
Taking
next
the
level,
right
things
shots.
are a little faster. Sounds like he caught up to it. Simpson drew a little foul.
What a great game. Everything that you would hope for in a championship game.
Yeah, so far so good. Tie ball game here with 4:41 to go.
Ugh, now that hurts. That hurts. Bell, number 22 for West Kentucky, coming to the bench, picking up his 3rd foul. That's not good for Coach Chumler.
Right.
He's forced to go a little bit, probably deeper in the bench than I think maybe he was hoping to.
That's definitely for sure, because we are now seeing Zach Tracy for the first time.
Yeah.
And Tracy has not had a lot of game experience. Oh, wow. Strong move right up the gut.
I think it's safe to say McFarland's had a lot of good game experience, isn't it? What a great drive and finish.
McFarland has logged a lot of minutes, I'll tell you that. I mean, you talk about minutes played. This guy is right there at the top of the list for the Stars. Oh, that foul shot's just not dropping for him today, though.
Yep. Definitely an area he's going to need to work on a little bit, because he can get to that rim about any time he wants to.
Oh, and does frequently.
Yeah.
He's got frequent rim miles. And another hustle play out of E-Town. You got to like the effort that they're bringing to this championship game.
You do, both teams.
They didn't wind up with that ball, but you cannot say he didn't try for it. So now Smith's going to see if he can make a little magic happen with 4 to go. Oh, a little bit of defensive pressure there. Yep. The Barons turn it over too, though. And now Smith's coming. Drew a foul out in the open court. Ooh, we've got a player down.
Ooh.
Stop play here to see what's happening. Looks like maybe 15 Keenan Jordan. I'm not quite sure what happened, but there was a lot of arms and fingers and things flailing about down there.
That was kind of a wild sequence there.
Well, it was, and that's when accidents happen.
Yeah, forced the turnover on Dre Smith, and then Dre turned around, forced one himself.
So we hope this is the kind of thing where he can just sort of shake that off, and we are going to take a little break here while they get things together, and you are listening to WKCTC Basketball Action.
That's the first break of the game, isn't it? Yeah. That's the first break of the game.
And any full timeouts. Basketball fans, we've got some good news for you there. Jordan got up, and he's not 100% okay, but he's okay enough to head back to the bench under his own power. Looks like maybe jammed finger.
Yeah.
Those things can hurt. Hope it's nothing worse than that.
Seems to be kind of working that hand and flexing his fist a little bit, trying to work it out.
Yeah, it's going to swell up on him, but looks like maybe he'll survive it after all.
Absolutely, and I totally expect to see number 15 back out on the floor before too long. Yep, definitely.
If I had been a player in that situation, I'd be, just ignore it, worry about the swelling after the game. The Barons are back on offense. And offensive rebounding, got him another easy one right there at the bucket.
Well, we've got another warning on Elizabethtown. Man, just some players just going to need to just play and not talk.
And that was Petrie again, so maybe the refs are eyeballing him a little bit there. Not sure. Kick ball. It's going to give the Stars another crack at it here, up 2 with about 3 and change to go.
Trey Smith going to need to take a little bit better care of the ball for the Stars.
Every Star needs to take care of the ball. Jump ball. But the Stars retain possession. Possession arrow. Smith had the right idea, just got tied up down there. Some good hands on D. So Fleming's going to inbound. We'll see if Chembler's got another beauty drawn up. Van Hook with the pump fake. Oh, a nice little shot, just couldn't drop for him. E-Town's working it around.
Oh,
the 3.
The rare air ball there by
number
Bollinger.
5, Now, if your name is Bollinger, you got to do a little better than that.
That's right. You would think you would at least draw a rim.
Fleming couldn't quite come up with a 3. And now Simpson is going to work. But the Stars hanging in there. Van Hook's looking for somebody to get the ball to.
Gotta love the hustle both teams are playing with.
It's been scrappy out there.
Definitely.
Oh, a beautiful behind the back dribble. and sets Fleming up perfectly for a nice assist.
Yep.
Dishing it out like your favorite restaurant.
Served up, nice and warm and fresh.
And just how you like it.
I believe that's going to be coming back to our direction here.
Yeah, Petrie had a nice idea. He was going to make that one little extra pass, and then he actually caught his own player there, Justin Mon, napping.
Coach Vieg probably would have rathered Petrie to shoot that ball there.
Now the Stars are going to see what they can do with this 4-point lead. Can they stretch it out? But the Barons have rebounded it. We got a little foul down there under the rebound.
Ref's going to call that one on number 21, Fleming, for the Stars. That's one of those, you know, when they had the player trapped on the baseline. You got two Stars, had the offensive player trapped, and you hate it when your kid commits a foul right there, because you've got the kid, he's picked up his dribble, you've got a trap, he's on the baseline. Just get your hands up, be wide, and make the kid make a mistake. Who knows, maybe even steps out of bounds. But then when you reach in and you grab and you foul, you just belt him out and put him on the charity stripe for some freebies. Plus, you're walking away with a foul on your head. So, you know.
That's the old hand in the cookie jar.
Yep. Just another one of those, you know, that ball's so enticing.
But it worked out.
Yeah, it did work out.
So maybe Fleming's just a genius, and we know nothing. It was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Executed to perfection.
So we'll see what Smith can do with it. He's got something on his mind here, but it just got away from him. And Bollinger went the other way and got that layup. This could be bad. Yep. The right idea.
Stepping in there, taking that charge.
The defense was ready for it. Under a minute to go here. The Stars up 2. We're going to wipe a little sweat away. And then we're going to see what the Barons can do with it.
Griffin has made his way back out on the floor with the sore hand. So that's good to see. Good to see for E-Town that he's okay and he's back out there.
I'll tell you, a wily veteran move here by the team captain. He wouldn't got a drink of water while they popped up the sweat.
Yeah, there you go. Smart use of time. We got a 2-point ball game here, 54 seconds to go in the first half. Coach Chumbler's got to be happy with some solid minutes from Zach Tracy, able to come in with the team in some foul trouble, and he's done fine.
That's a great point, because when Bell went out, we were kind of wondering how that's going to go.
Yeah.
And you can simply say that, well, we held serve.
Yeah, really have. I mean, you know, West Kentucky's led most of this first half, and it's varied from a 2 to 4, maybe 5-point lead most of the way. And, you know, I mean, hey, you've one of your valuable, you know, starters, you know, picks up his third foul, has to come out, and you got a kid like Tracy who can come in, hold the fort, and cover the top of that zone well, and he's done very well at it.
Well, really, if you've got a sub who can just play defense and not screw up, well, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that on Coach Chumbler? You know, technical here of some sort.
Technical foul on Chumbler.
And there was a warning first, but then there wasn't much time between the warning and the hammer. And now we're kind of catching up on technicals a little bit. Simpson's going to the line.
I don't know what what the official heard him say or thought that he said or what, but that was an interesting technical because it was called on Coach Chumbler by the baseline official on the opposite end of the floor. Yeah. So either he's a really good lip reader or Coach Chumbler, not sure, but
a really good listener, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell about the coach's box. I don't know what situation that was. So E-Town's going to go down here see if they get an easy one. They did not convert.
Yeah, and E-Town, instead of taking the easy layup, they tried to get a little showtimey. They were going for the off-the-backboard dunk right there, and, that may be the difference, and, now it results in a foul. Could have tied the game up right there.
Vig didn't like that one.
No. Yeah, you can tell he's not too happy with that one.
He's kind of kicked back sarcastically. And
that says everything, doesn't it?
I say so.
Did not approve with that one.
So West Kentucky's trying to get a couple of points on the board here before half with only 15 ticks left on the clock. This might be an easy opportunity. One or two. But now they've got to watch out, get back down the floor. Play about 10 solid seconds of basketball.
I'm not sure that the scorekeeper got those points added right. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I almost think that they added Dre's free throw to Elizabethtown. But
well, we'll have to see about that then. Let's go ahead and take a break. You are listening to WKCTC Basketball Action.
One of the things that was valuable to me with the education I received with mechanical engineering is problem solving. I use problem solving every day, whether it be dealing with a personnel issue or whether it be dealing with something that's failed within the facility. Some of the reasons I came to WKCTC were, for one, the affordability, but then also the fact that there's fewer distractions here. My degree with WKCTC has been able to improve my life significantly because of all the extra resources that were available to me and a lot of the things I've been able to accomplish that I wouldn't have without this degree.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have your attention, please? At this time, we have a very special halftime recognition. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Anton Reese, the president of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Dr. Reese.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Joel. All right. How about a big round of applause for these two great teams playing here tonight? Thank you, Coach and players, for always representing West Kentucky Community Technical College so well. Before we continue with tonight's recognition, I would like to take a moment to remember our dear friend and former colleague, Donnie Rudolph, who passed away this past fall. As many of you know, Donnie spent most of his life devoted to making a difference in the lives of students through education and basketball. Truly an educator, a coach, and a mentor, whose distinguished career spanned over 40 years. Donnie's dedication and determination were instrumental in building this basketball club's success, including backing the program with his own money. And if it weren't for Donnie's love for the game of basketball and his love for the students at this college, the WKCTC Stars and we would not likely be here tonight. Donnie's legacy here will not be forgotten. We've established the Don and Rebecca Rudolph Fund that provides support for the Future Educator Scholarship established last year as part of the college's Regional Educators Award celebration and the WKCTC Basketball Club. Please join me in a moment of silence in his memory at this time. Thank you. If you would like to donate to the Don and Rebecca Rudolph Fund, we have donation forms and bracelets at the sign-in table. Thank you. The West Kentucky Stars are a part of what makes student life at WKCTC so unique and energizing. So tonight we would like to honor a special sports moment in this college's history. This marks the 50th anniversary of Paducah Community College's national championship win. Yeah! In 1969, Paducah Community College, today known as West Kentucky Community Technical College, was one of the few community colleges in Kentucky with a sports program, thanks to the support of the PJC Foundation. Now, Emily Peck, our Vice President of Student Services, will share more about the championship team. Emily?
Thank you, Dr. Reese. I get to play double duty tonight. Not only am I the Vice President of Student Services here at West Kentucky, but I'm also the daughter-in-law of the assistant coach of the 1969 championship team. So it's a wonderful opportunity for me. A little bit about the story now. On March 22nd, 1969, the Paducah Indians came to the National Junior College Athletic Association Championship in Hutchinson, Kansas as underdogs. Actually, they're ranked 8th in the nation. In the finals, they were up against Robert Morris Colonials of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who'd won 30 consecutive games without a defeat the entire season. Despite the odds, the PCC Indians used what Coach Sonny Hawes later called a pesky defense to defeat Robert Morris College, 79-76, and take home their first and only national championship. Let's give them a round of applause. Following the Indian victory, PCC players Rick Ragland, who's here this evening, and Bobby Jones were named to the all-tournament team. Hawes was named Coach of the Year. Jones was also named the tournament's most valuable player. I'm thrilled to be part of recognizing this amazing achievement of the 1969 championship team. We have several players here, other members of the team here, and many, many family members here with us tonight. I'm particularly excited, again, as my father-in-law will be one of those recognized this evening. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to ask the members of that 1969 championship team and their family members that are here, please stand. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Good evening. My name is Amy Elmore, and I am the Coordinator of Student Development and Activities here at WKCTC. At this time, we would like to recognize the members of the 1969 championship team with a token of our appreciation. So please come to the podium as we get ready to start this part of our service.
As I call your name, would you please come up to the podium? Lanny Jones.
Wait. Hold on, Mr. Announcer. As Lanny comes, come on up, Lanny. See, this is a special night, so let's take it back like it was in 1969. You think he's what, 6'3", maybe?
Yeah.
6'5"?
6'5".
A forward? Center? 215, 220? All right, let's do it. At center, 6'5", 230 pounds, Lanny Jones.
L.H. Tyler. And one of the stars of that team and one of the tournament selection, Rick Ragland. I have a little story about Rick. A few years ago, he was coaching the girls team at Paducah Tillman. And they played at Lone Oak one night in a very tight game. And talk about biting the hand that feeds you. His daughter, Rayanne, sunk 2 free throws with no time on the clock to beat him by 1 point. I remember that, Rick. And, of course, what's a star basketball player without a wife who was the cheerleader? Nancy Ragland.
Wait. How tall do you think she is? Maybe 5'8", wing in at.
Oh, come on. And we've heard this name already tonight, Assistant Manager Jim Peck. Assistant coach, that is.
Congratulations, Coach.
Manager John West.
He was my middle school basketball coach. Oh, Mr. West? Mr. West, yeah. Yeah, I saw his name as a manager up there, and I thought, I wonder if that's the same guy. Sure enough, that's him. I hadn't seen him in
And the family of Coach Sonny Hawes, Lisa Hawes Kraft, Susan Hall Baksh, Alan Hawes, and Art Hawes. And as we all know, the gymnasium here is named after Coach Hawes. And the family of scorekeeper Roscoe Keeling. That would be Tori Keeling Buchanan, Nikki Keeling, and Tony Keeling. If we have omitted any players or family members from that group, would you please stand and be recognized at this time? Hey, we did well then. All right, Amy, turn it back over to you.
At this time, I'd like to call your attention to the new banner we have hanging at the end of the gym. This new banner will forever memorialize the 1969 National Junior College Athletic Association champions. So we're very happy with that. Also, we would like for you to be sure to visit our memorabilia over on the wall so that you can reminisce about the times that you were here playing basketball. Also, please join me again in saluting this 1969 championship team with a round of applause. Thank you.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
One of the things that was valuable to me with the education I received with mechanical engineering is problem solving. I use problem solving every day, whether it be dealing with a personnel issue or whether it be dealing with something that's failed within the facility. Some of the reasons I came to WKCTC were, for one, the affordability, but then also the fact that there's fewer distractions here. My degree with WKCTC has been able to improve my life significantly because of all the extra resources that were available to me and a lot of the things I've been able to accomplish that I wouldn't have without this degree.
A new scholarship for nursing students at West Kentucky Community and Technical College is making a difference in the life of Olivia Pfizer, the first student to receive the Bailey N. Holt Tribute Scholarship.
To be the first recipient of this scholarship is such an honor for me, especially coming from Marshall County, and I just hope that Bailey is proud of me and will watch over me while I go through school, and I'll just keep her in my mind.
Paducah Uniform Headquarters owner Kimberly Davis established the $500 scholarship as a way to honor Bailey Holt, one of the students who died in the shooting at Marshall County High School in January 2018. Davis says when she found out that Bailey wanted to be a nurse, she knew she had to do something for the family.
We knew we had to help out, be a part of, do something to live out Bailey's passion.
She wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse. That was her dream. That was her heart. That was her being. She wanted to be a nurse. That's all she talked about.
Like Bailey, Olivia wants to be a labor and delivery nurse. The scholarship is helping Olivia work toward that dream.
We used the scholarship to help pay for my first semester of nursing school. It went towards my tuition. The scholarship was really a big blessing for me and my family.
The scholarship requires students to be enrolled in the WKCTC nursing program, earn a minimum 3.0 GPA, and possess the qualities of scholarship, leadership, and community service. Applicants also wrote an essay on why they wanted to become a nurse. When Kimberly received the essays, she made the choice not to read them.
I didn't want to sway the family. I wanted them to read the essays and choose who spoke to them.
The way she wrote her essay It touched my husband and I both. My first impression of Olivia was she reminded me so much of Bailey. In so many ways, she loves her family, loves her friends, and has a true passion for nursing, and that was very important to us.
Whenever I got the call, I didn't even think about the money. I just can't believe that they picked me.
It's not about the money, it's about helping people, and the hashtag Be Like Bailey, be kind, help others, be true to yourself, and follow your dreams. And I think that's what Olivia is going to do.
Secret and Olivia meeting for the first time. The smiles on their faces reflect how the scholarship has built a lifelong connection between them.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
Saw a really nice ceremony honoring the 1969 Paducah Indians National Championship team. And really, that's something you don't want to miss because that's so special.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it was really special for me, how cool. The manager on that team was my middle school basketball coach, Coach John West. So I got to say hi to him briefly, and I'm sure we'll catch up more after the game. But I haven't seen him, probably spoken with him since I left middle school. I'm a 42-year-old man now, so.
And you talk about coaching trees. That's a really nice coaching pedigree, right? You were coached by a national champion.
Well, maybe that's a good omen for me. What do you think, Brent? I don't know.
So. Fulton County all the way, right?
Yeah, a Fulton County state championship. I could live with that. We've got a little work to do to get there, but you never know. Who knows? I believe they said that PCC at the time was an underdog in that game. So how cool!
Big time underdog. The team they faced was undefeated.
Wow!
And I believe they're playing D1 ball now.
Yeah. Bobby Moe, Robert Morris up in Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, I believe UK fans remember that name if I'm ringing a bell correctly.
Yeah, a name that is feared by all UK fans, or at least one they would like to remove from their memory.
For sure. And what we need to do now is get some stats in here.
Sounds great.
Let's take a little break, and then we'll do all the numbers. You are listening to WKCTC Basketball Action. Welcome back, basketball fans and Starship-aholics, astronauts, cosmonauts. We need some stats. We've got Gary McLean here, and he's got all the numbers for us. What do we need to know by the number?
We need to know that this is one of the old-fashioned barn burners, back and forth, up and down, and around and over, and everybody on the floor, and hurt, and technicals, and everything else, and you're missing it if you're not here tonight. So we got West Kentucky had Dre Smith. He had 11 points in the first half. Alex Van Hook had 2. Jashad Fleming had 5. Lamont Bell had 14. Al McFarland had 5. And Jamison Hicks had 2 for a total of 39. We had 13 fouls in the first half. For the other team, I got mainly last names, but if I have first names, I'll be glad to give them out. I got T.J. Ingram had 2. I had Petrie had 10. Kenley Ballinger had 5. Dante Simpson had 8. We had Mon with 2. We had Keenan Jordan with 7. We had Eric Smith with 5. And we had 13 fouls also for them, and a total of 42 points here at this halftime.
And one big story was definitely Bell with the foul trouble.
Definitely Bell with the foul trouble.
So he had 3 himself, is that correct?
That is correct. Bell's got 3, Fleming's got 3, and we had McFarland with 2, Hicks with 2, Dre Smith with 2, and Van Hook has 1.
Okay,
so,
a little bit of foul trouble,
yeah,
but not crazy. Bell is the thing to keep your eye on.
Yeah. The one thing we've got to be real careful about this time is, like I say, we go watch the fouls because neither one of the teams' benches are very deep, and that's one thing that both of them are kind of lacking in and stuff like that. But just playing methodical, playing thinking ball, and everything like that, and I think they can pull out a victory not very easily.
I think so too. They led just about the whole way.
They did up to the very end.
Kind of let it slip a little bit at the last couple of minutes, and they also seem to be hurt by some inside rebounding. And Smith in particular seemed like he was pulling down some rebounds, getting some inside shots. Those kind of things might catch up with the Stars here in this second half if they do not watch out.
Yeah, they got to be very careful. One thing I do want to mention, I know we wasn't on the TV during the first game they played today, but Lamonte Bell had 10 threes in that game and scored 47 points. And so already he's got 14 points here. So, his arms and shoulders are probably getting a little tired. So that's part of playing college basketball, though.
I think you could be right there. You know what, though? When you're shooting, you never feel tired.
You don't get tired.
It's only running back on defense.
Yep.
That's where you get tired.
That's when you get caught.
On offense, you feel pretty good all the time.
That's right. That is correct.
And so you got 14 in the first half, and you kind of think, well, maybe another 14 in the second half. And that might be a key to victory or a key staying in the game for the Stars.
I think so. And another one good thing I do want to point out is, of course, they just recognized the 1969 national champions, which was fantastic. And the crowd has been great here today. There's been a lot of spirit, and that's important. I think that helps to keep a team going too. When you get a little bit behind, and all of a sudden you hear that crowd rooting, you kick it up, no matter whether you got it in you or get that last little spurt of gas, so to say.
It's a great atmosphere, and the guys would like to win it since we've got the national champions here.
Definitely.
Watching over them. It's kind of like the spirit of basketball
it's kind of
past.
like, oh, man, we can't let these fellas down, so because they took it all the way.
Yeah, and the Stars are definitely putting 100% effort in there. I don't know if you have an effort stat category
I need one, and I really need an effort category here, with a little, and it would be full. It really would be. There's a lot of heart on the team. I will say that, and I'm going to say it about both sides. And they've had a player got really hurt with his hand and everything, but yet I see he's back out there for the second half, and there was ice bags running around. This is your traditional barn burner, like I said earlier, traditional ball game that if you missed it, you shouldn't have had it.
Well, that's what they got us for,
That's right. That's right.
Watch us on replay.
That's right. Catch us and rebound, and just see what wow, I wish I could have been there for that. But this is our last game of the year, and so we'll be ready to rock and roll next year.
100% correct. Thanks, Gary.
All right, thank you. All right, it's good to see you.
You too, and we'll take another little break here. You are listening to WKCTC Basketball Action.
Community and Technical College adds value to our region through what it's spending, jobs it provides, and added income made by its graduates. Investing in WKCTC has proven results. Let's do the math. For every $1 a student invests in their WKCTC education, they'll receive nearly $7 in higher future earnings than those without a degree. Higher education is positively associated with lifestyle changes that lead to taxpayer savings and societal benefits in better health, less unemployment, and reduced crime. So total benefits to state taxpayers is over $63 million. This means for every tax dollar spent supporting students attending WKCTC, taxpayers will receive nearly $5.50 in return over the course of the student's working life. In fiscal year 2015-2016, WKCTC employed 549 faculty and staff with a payroll of $21 million. The college also spent another $14.5 million on goods and services. This generated over $24 million in added income to our region, or the equivalent of supporting 578 jobs. During the same year, WKCTC alumni and students generated over $117 million in added income to the community. Together, the local impact of having a strong community college in our region was over $141 million in added income, which means more trained workers, more jobs, and a stronger economy. Do the math. WKCTC is good for the region and good for the state.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are about ready to do the second half of the very last game. It is the championship game of the WKCTC Invitational, and so far, so good. We've got a close one here, 42-39. Stars led most of the way, but now we're trying to look forward to the second half. And Jamie, what do they need to do?
Well, if I'm coaching the Stars, the 2-3 zone for them has worked well. Elizabethtown has not shot it exceptionally well beyond the arc. That's kind of helped level the playing field as far as the size advantage inside that E-Town's got. I would ride that until until E-Town gives you a reason not to. I would be on the lookout. E-Town pressed a couple of times, and when they did, it seemed to result in some good things for E-Town, not so good things for West Kentucky. So probably want to be on the lookout for that press, make sure that they're ready for that. Continue to zone, be active, attack. Foul trouble may be something to look out for. West Kentucky does have a player or two with 3 fouls, so going to need to watch that and be careful. But hey, West Kentucky's been in the driver's seat all game, haven't they, Brett? They've led most of it. Gave up a bucket there right before the buzzer to let E-Town run to the locker room with the 3-point lead. But hey, first half was great, a lot of fun. I totally expect the second half to be the same way.
I sure hope so, because if the second half is anything like the first half, we are going to love what we are about to see.
Yep. It has been some up and down basketball, everything that we expected. A little lower scoring than maybe what you're typically accustomed to with West Kentucky, but some of that's got to do with the zone, and some of that, just some shots not going in.
Personnel as well. We get the short bench.
Yeah.
And really, the Stars, although they love the up-tempo, might have to play like this because they are shorthanded.
Absolutely. And you look at this Barons team here with E-Town. There's some athletes on that team. There's some guys that can get up and down. So like you said, it's probably in West Kentucky's best interest, maybe for the score to be a little bit lower to continue and keep things hard on them.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. When you're trying to grind out a victory, and I think that's what they're going to do, because they're not going to blow E-Town off the court. I think we have demonstrated that in the first half.
Right.
just do what you were doing.
Yep.
Maybe cut down on those careless turnovers.
Yeah,
we saw
absolutely.
maybe 3 or 4 of those where really there's no Barron around, and the Stars just coughed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 2 or 3 turnovers just, right out front, at the top of the key. Just a little bit of ball pressure by the Barons resulted in some turnovers. So, yeah, like you said, I mean, if you're West Kentucky and you want to stay right there in this game and continue doing what they're doing, you're going to need to take care of the basketball for sure.
I think so. And then down low, we know that Smith and Petrie both were really hurting the Stars. And that's going to be another point of emphasis, that gang rebounding, boxing out, make them go over the back.
Absolutely. Yeah, just, all the fundamentals, the things that win ball games, the things that the average fan doesn't see, but those are the things that will result in W's versus L's. And just like we talked about, looks like West Kentucky's going to open right up in that 2-3. Why not? It worked the whole first half. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I expected for the first half West Kentucky to lead most of the game, but they did. And this zone had a lot to do with it. West Kentucky's very active in it, which that's the way you have to be if you're going to zone. Protect that 3 line. And so they open up the second half in the exact same 2-3. E-Town working it around, and I would say got the shot they wanted. Worked it around slowly till it found the hands of Bollinger, and he lived up to his name, didn't he, Brett?
He did that time. And, if you're going to shoot from the outside, the zone really can't prevent that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they might shoot him out of the zone or something like that.
Yeah, that's possible.
That's just a percentage you're going to live with. It's probably a 25% shot, 30% shot best. And a tough break there for Van Hook. It just won't drop. It's such a pretty shot, and he's had just a couple where they didn't drop.
Okay, so now's the time where you want to keep your eye on Bollinger. He's feeling good about himself. He just made one, saw that ball go through. So you want to keep your eye on him. Don't let him get going to start this second half.
Offensive rebounding already starting to rear its ugly head here
Absolutely.
For the Stars.
Yep. Second, third chance opportunities. If you're West Kentucky, you can't give those up. Bollinger got him another look, but that time
Smith once again on the
and
boards.
another look. Oh, and that one's an air ball.
Didn't draw iron there.
He seems to feel that he got fouled. Yeah, West Kentucky gets out in transition. Beautiful transition basketball. Get this thing back to a 4-point game.
Bell went the other way. That's going to give him 16 now. If he can stay out of foul trouble, he might put up a big number. McFarland's got to be careful there.
Absolutely.
Reached for that ball just a little bit. Probably could have got called.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm almost surprised he did it.
Really nice move there by Jordan.
Yep. Going to be a foul on number 15 for the Barons. Number 15, Keenan Jordan.
Van Hook there got a hold of that rebound.
Personal foul.
That was kind of like a dog with a bone. He wasn't going to let that thing go. Do that foul. So now Smith's going to see what he can do with it.
Elizabethtown picking up man.
Long 3, no good there for Bell. Smith's bringing it up the floor. Kind of a point forward situation. Smith with the ball pressure, takes it away.
Dre comes up with the steal.
But it kind of turned into a 1-on-3 slow break. But he fed it into Big Al for a nice little basket.
And for those of you just tuning in, this is my reminder that I used to coach him. No, just kidding, Brett.
Hey,
proud of that kid.
Take all the credit you can.
Super proud of him. I would love to say I taught him everything that he knows, and I probably taught him nothing. But boy, I see the growth in him since he's been here. Hats off to Coach Chumbler on a great job.
And Ballinger there dialed up another one, so sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off, and he was on for that one.
It's obvious that Coach Vig at halftime, that must have been a point of emphasis, is let's get Bollinger the ball against that 2-3 zone. Of course, he knew West Kentucky's going to continue to play it. And because, I mean, hey, right now, just a 3.5 minutes into this game, Bollinger's already taken, 4 threes? 4 or 5 anyway, and he's made 2. So no doubt they're looking for him now.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be part of the plan. Van Hook got in one to drop a second ago, and now the Barons are back on offense themselves.
Still working it around. Yeah, that's when it gets tough for Coach Chumbler, because now it seems like E-Town's starting to find that outside shot. And,
you just got to play the percentages, though.
Yeah.
I mean, three-point shooting on its best day is a 35-40% shot.
Yeah, right. That's a good strategy. Just come back and make one yourself, right?
Yeah, especially after that. Van Hook got one to drop, and so now hey, the basket is open. Let's do it.
I tell you what, I'm watching these two coaches. They both want this game.
Oh, yeah.
They both want to walk away with the label of champion.
It is a championship game. And you do get that bragging right.
That's right.
They earned the spot, and now they want it. No need to go home empty-handed.
Big board.
Hicks there, pulled that down. Stars had a little bit of an advantage, but now Barons are back. And a foul on Jordan down there. They were trying to feed Hicks. When they get him the ball, he can be
he's
very effective down low.
He's a load down there. I mean, that's a hard guy to guard. Kind of got that Karl Malone game going on. You know, he gives up a little bit in height, he makes up there for it, and his strength and his power down low.
And footwork.
Yeah.
He's got really nimble footwork.
He really does. Golly, what a shot.
Speaking of fancy
by
footwork,
wow.
Sliced it and diced it just like the kitchen table.
And here we are, they back at a 1-point game. Man, this is fun. These guys just need to go into double overtime. Let's just keep this going. I'm having a good time.
Let's hit the Buffalo Wild Wings button and see what we can do.
There you go. We got an outlet to Dre, but it was overthrown.
Airmailed.
Overthrown by McFarland. One of those great idea, just not so great execution.
Yeah, there's only 94 feet. That was the problem. Needed about 100 feet to bring that one in. So now the Barons are back on offense, up 1. Yeah, Hicks carving out a little space down there, carved a little too much. And that's called a foul. So the Barons will try it here out of bounds.
West Kentucky staying with this 2-3. It's all they've played the whole game, and I don't know why you would change it. It's been pretty effective. E-Town able to knock down a couple of threes here in the second half, but hey, I mean, if you're West Kentucky, like you said, playing the percentages, that's the shots they're taking. E-Town.
Live with it. You can live with 30%.
Yeah.
If the other team shoots 30% for the game, you consider that a victory.
And we got a shot clock violation. Great defense by West Kentucky.
Everybody pat your head and clap your hands because that was great defense.
Good enough that E-Town wants to take a full timeout. So Coach Beek's going to talk about it with the guys.
Yeah, you are watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back. We've got 13:51 left in this championship game of the WKCTC Invitational. It is a tight one. The Barons are up 1, and the Stars are trying to figure out a way just to hang on, get out of here as the home champs.
Well, hanging on they are, E-Town knocking down a couple of threes here early and kind of got a little separation. I mean, 2 blinks of the eye. Here's West Kentucky back within 1.
Good chance here, but there's a nasty little turnover leading to 2 tickets to Dunkville.
Yep.
Jordan there with that dunk.
Yeah, he made sure he wasn't going to miss that one.
His hand felt a lot better, by the way. So I think it's safe to say his hand is not an issue for the second half. We got a little foul underneath.
Great read there by Jordan and jumping that passing lane and getting out and getting 2 easy ones for his team.
Yeah, I kind of did a little Tyler Hero impression. He's a gambler like that too.
Yeah, yep. That was a power man-sized dunk right there. I always wish I could do that.
It would be nice, just once.
Just once. If
one
the good
time.
Lord would just give me the ability just one time, I would take it. I know it feels good when I've done it on 8-foot goals, in the past. That's
the trampoline.
fun.
The trampoline always got you up there.
Right.
For a little windmill action.
Yep.
So now the Barons running a little offense, seeing what they can find. Had to settle for a 3. Yep. Smith rebounds with the long outlet. Bell caught him napping, and 2 free ones with maybe a third one. Jordan took a little shot there to the face. Looks to be okay. Just, can you walk it off when it's your nose? I don't know.
Hey, got to get those tears out of the eyes, that's for sure.
Rub a little dirt in it? Got to find some dirt and bring it in. Let him see what he can do. He's got to head over to the bench and think about it for a minute. And Bell's going to go to the foul line and think about it.
All tied up. Here we go.
And he likes what he was thinking because he converted that 3-point play.
Dre and Dante Simpson having some type of a conversation down here on our end of the floor. Both guys were smiling. I don't know if those were sarcastic smiles or not, but
looks like Petrie went down. Little layup, thought he was fouled. The ref said he didn't think so. And now we're going to try it again with the Stars up 2. And Smith losing the handle. Oh, it's like 3-on-1 fast break. And it looks like they got McFarland there on the foul.
Yep, foul's on the floor.
Dre Smith doing a little politicking there.
Yeah, it looked like
it. Never hurts.
Never hurts.
Especially after that first half with all those texts.
It's amazing what you can get away with the official if you just put your arm around them. Show them a little love.
The Barons trying to rally behind a little bit of on-the-road support from the fans. And they got right in there with Justin Mon for a little baby hook.
Tied right back up.
And it's all even.
Look, I bet you Coach Vegan that last time out, by the looks of that offensive possession, said something to the effect of guys were taking too many threes that aren't falling. Let's get the ball inside, because it seemed like E-Town, I mean, they were steadfast on. They were going to get a shot at the rim right there.
Yeah, that's true. They made the extra pass to ensure that it happened.
Yeah.
Now Smith's going to run a little offense over to Bell. I think he lost the handle. But they're saying the Barons slapped it away, maybe?
Now we got a technical foul on Coach Veig with E-Town.
He vehemently disagrees with that. crowd maybe on the officials a little bit as well. Once we said, thankless job. And had a little conference, and they talked it over. And Coach Veek said, yes, in retrospect, I believe you were correct, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably something like that.
We're reading a little body language is all. Meanwhile, Bell over there shoot the technical.
And he gets them both. And now you can see why Coach Chumbler said, I want him to shoot those. He made them both without even thinking about it.
Easy way to pad those stats if you're Bell. Hit the foul shots.
Elizabethtown working hard to catch the officials off guard, wanting that ball back.
Bell's going to take the outside shot and drew another foul.
And that's a foul on a three. Going to be 3 free throws here.
And then number 3, Ingram, committed the foul. There's lots of threes in there. That's going to send Bell right back to where he started from, and that's the foul line. With the same result. Very smooth-looking stroke there. 3 consecutive foul shots. And the fourth didn't quite drop, but that's 75%. And in the land of percentages, you'll like it.
Yeah. That's a good percentage.
I mean, the Barons are down 1, looking to go back up on this possession. Taking their time, very patient on offense. They don't mind running a little clock if they have to. McFarland walled him off well. And Van Hook with a nice board.
And gets the ball out.
Good hustle there just to save it. And Van Hook slid just a little bit into the path of Mon there.
Yep. Yeah, and he was just a little bit late getting there.
Yeah.
Justin Mason, the official on the call, he said, no, young man, you were still moving right there. And it truthfully, it looked like he was. Looked like he slid into him, yep.
It was a blocking foul.
Yeah.
But it was the right idea.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to love the effort.
Yeah. Giving up the body there a little bit. Hurt his left arm just slightly, but he shook it off. Now he's dribbling with it, so we know it's cool.
Yep.
Coach Schembler's trying to direct the troops here. Play for Van Hook.
Yeah. I guess the elbow's okay, Brent.
Looking good. It's amazing. On offense, the elbow feels great.
Yeah, it's amazing what splashing a three would do for that elbow. He's not even thinking about it now.
Petrie with a really tough-looking move.
Absolutely.
And then drawing the contact, finishing the play, which was beautiful. And
see,
right to the line.
Just drove right in there, put it right up off the glass, and one strong. Big man play. Some call it bully ball. For sure, bully ball.
Looking to finish that up. Couldn't quite convert to make it a three-point play, but a really nice looking two. Smith a little out of control. And now we're coming back the other way with the Barons. Right down the middle there. Cardinal sin in basketball, stopping the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Let the smallest guy on the whole floor get all the way to the rim unscathed.
I don't think Ingram was originally going to do that.
Yep.
And then he noticed that
the Red Sea parted, and he just kept going, yeah.
So now he's getting a chance to put the road team up one. But couldn't quite convert. McFarland with the rebound.
You know, a lot of opportunities left on the table for both teams at the charity stripe tonight.
And that's the nature of that beast. Sometimes it's very unkind to certain teams. Van Hook couldn't convert, and now we're going the other way. picked his pocket right there in the middle. And Bell set up beautifully by Van Hook.
Perfect. Van Hook, I mean, what a steal. He's deceptively quick.
Yeah, kind of came out of nowhere with that one. I agree.
I mean, he stopped what looked to be a pretty easy break for E-Town.
And that's just way too easy down low for Justin Mon there.
Obviously, Barron's game plan here is they are getting that ball inside. Since that timeout that Coach Vieg took, you've noticed a lot less threes taken by E-Town and many more layups. Those threes have been replaced by layups.
Yeah, that's just coaching.
Yep.
Looks like a block there. Smith didn't quite get rid of the defender.
Found him there on the short corner. Defense just got there a little bit too quick.
That's a tough spot to create offense from, too.
Yeah.
And the Barons, once again, very patient. A lot of ball fakes.
Coach Chumbler wants a timeout. Probably seeing, I mean, you got a 63-63 game here, 7:48 to play. Coach Chumbler, he's been playing 6-7 players, and they've been playing hard. Probably just sees an opportunity. Let's get these guys a breather, get them a drink. And it looks like it's going to be a full timeout, Brett.
Well, let's go ahead then and break with them. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
We are in a nail-biter here at the Starship. 63 all with 7:48 remaining, trying to hang on to call themselves the hometown champs of this invitational tournament.
Yep. What a great game. You mentioned turnovers as we were heading into the second half, Brent, and that's going to be the key here. This last 7:44 to play, tie game 0-0, and, almost a turnover right there, right on cue. But I believe that's what it's going to come down to here is taking care of the ball now and getting the shots that you want.
Fleming there, I think, kind of talked himself into that shot.
Yeah.
I don't think he really meant to take it, and then he found himself doing the move.
Yep.
And no points resulting there.
After that shot, Coach Chumbler had a look on his face like that. And the right call. Right call. McFarland got there, got position outside the arc.
Yeah, Petrie just a little bit determined and mowed him right over. That is called a charge. It's going to give the Stars a chance now to maybe take this lead since we were all tied up at 63 apiece. See what kind of offense Smith can initiate. Give it to Bell. That's not a bad idea.
Got a bump on the drive. It's on the floor. It's going to be the 17th foul, so that's going to put the Stars in the bonus now the rest of the way.
Another easy way to manufacture points.
That's right.
You have to feel good about that if you're Coach Chumbler.
Yeah, we mentioned turnovers, but I think free throws are going to be pretty key coming down the stretch here too.
Every close game, they start to matter. And Bell continuing to be red hot from the charity stripe. Really dialed in from 15 feet.
Gets them both.
Certainly good for the home team.
And the scoreboard just went berserk. There we go.
Yeah, we had 6 points there for a while, and it wasn't looking good for the last 6 minutes.
Those two free throws subtracted 40 points off the scoreboard for the Stars. Maybe that crucial foul there on 32 McFarland.
We're having a philosophical discussion about boxing out.
Yep. And that was his 4th, so he's going to have to survive, this last 6:46 on 4 fouls.
He got the rebound there.
And there's no doubt West Kentucky's going to need him down the stretch. Vital piece of the equation.
He is one of their toughest rebounders down low. And to have him pick up the 5th would have you wondering what's going to happen next. You'd likely have to go to Hicks. And then you'd have to just hope Hicks can kind of stay in there and that he's got enough conditioning to maybe play a 6:30 consecutive.
There's that same out-of-bounds play that West Kentucky ran in the first half, ran it again to perfection.
It is a beautiful play.
Yeah, it's a good play.
It's kind of deceptive.
Yeah.
There's some motion going the other way, and then you come back for the easy score. So Smith's out there, open court, lots of hands, and they finally fouled him. I mean, that was dangerous.
Dre ran into a little guy here on the baseline and had a little discussion before he left there. I'm not so. Yeah, I think that little guy might actually be Dre's son, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so he just thought he was doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. I think he was proud of Dad.
He should be. He's going to the line for another opportunity.
So both teams in the bonus.
Couldn't quite convert that one. Barons are looking for a bucket here. They want to stay close.
Yeah, it's pretty key possession here, both teams. And E-Town converts.
Keenan Jordan looking like DeAndre Jordan on that one.
Yeah.
Just using that height, nice little hook. 2 points, too easy. Now he's going to bring the ball up the floor. He's looking for more. Got a little bump there.
Van Horn called with a pick right there. He just about had him another steal, but I would say it was the right call by the official. Kind of got him reaching in right there.
Yeah, and really in that situation, the referees are looking for the foul.
Yeah.
Because it's so common.
Yep.
McFarland, yet another rebound at that 4th foul.
I'm really surprised by all the missed free throws, really by both teams. Several missed free throws. In a game this tight, those are crucial.
It's one of those lost arts.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-range jumper, the foul shot.
McFarland, strong move at the basket.
This is kind of like you're at the end of the road, right?
This is fun.
I mean, end of the season, 4 fouls, who cares?
Yep.
Take it in there.
Yeah, this is fun.
Stars up 5.
Oh, wow. Boy, number 20, Eric Smith. He got away with he caught that ball just kind of at the high post, and he gave a nice little forearm before he made his move. Officials couldn't see it, but it was right in front of our table.
So lowered the shoulder as well. So really there were 2 ways he could have been called. But it's water under the bridge now as Smith gets 2 points right down the gut of the defense.
Dre drives it right down the middle to the hole. Finishes, big basket.
And yet another offensive rebound, Smith. Fleming reached in there a little bit after the fact.
Foul is on Jay Sean Fleming. His 4th.
That's bad news too. Fleming picked up his 4th. So now we got 2 players out there with 4 fouls just trying to survive.
Yep.
4:31. Smith hits that one.
Smith hits the front end of a very important one there. Got 4:30 to play, and Coach Vieg, brought his 24-3, 24-4 team in here, and wow, I mean, West Kentucky has flat out given these guys a fight.
All they wanted, for sure.
Absolutely.
It's 4:23 to go. The Stars are just kind of hoping they can keep on riding that formula for victory. Van Hook with another triple.
Big shot by Van Hook. What a shot.
He's wearing.
Man.
You got number 3 on the jersey. That means you can hit the 3.
That was a big shot. And this is a big defensive possession. What's huge about that shot is, you know, this zone that has worked so well for West Kentucky, they can stay in it. You know.
Another offensive board. Oh, and an easy putback there for Keenan Jordan.
Officials could have easily called a delay of game right there on the.
Oh, the tapping of the ball.
Tapping the ball after it came out of the net.
Even at the elementary school level, they call that one.
Boy, you can see E-Town has picked up the defensive intensity. They're ready to fight. Wow. I was going to say, if Fleming finishes that, because he goes up, draws the contact, gets the foul, had the ball knocked out of his hand, gathered it in the air, and finished it again.
It was really close to an amazing play.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Dante Simpson is second.
So now we'll see if he can convert from 15 feet out.
He's actually shot him all right tonight. Misses the front end there. 2 shots.
He's got one more chance at it. Oh, and can't quite get either one of them.
Yeah.
And now
I'm
the
going to say
Barons
some
are
tired
on
legs.
offense.
Both of those shots were actually, you know, it wasn't off short, long. It was off left and right. Probably a sign of some tired legs. I saw Coach Vieg tell Bollinger during that last dead ball, you know, to try to get it inside.
And down low they went.
And they
Eric
do.
Smith with another point-blank basket.
3 minutes to go. 3-point game. West Kentucky by 3.
Oh, Smith loses it right at midcourt. Here comes Jordan. Went out of bounds, didn't get back in quite long enough. And that means we're going back the other way. So the Stars are going to bring it up here with a 3-point lead and 2:48 remaining. Critical possession here for both teams, really. Beautiful layup from Bell.
Big
He took
drive.
it right down in there.
Boy, and look, you can just see the spring in West Kentucky's step. They're feeling it. They're starting to taste it.
A nice
big rebound
by
here.
Smith, and he's going to push it a little bit. All the way to the hole.
Yep. Drives it. Going to step to the line and shoot 2.
Barons wanted a jump ball there, but it looks like it was a little more of a foul than a jump ball. And Smith gets a chance to really extend this lead with just 2:13 remaining. So looks like E-Town's going to call that timeout.
You could hear Jordan for E-Town telling his team it's not over, keep fighting. So it's like we got a full timeout here.
And we will take a timeout too. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
Nice.
Welcome back, basketball fans. And in case you are just joining us, which I don't know why you would be, but if you are, Stars are up 5 with 2:13 remaining in this final home finale championship game, the WKCTC Invitational, and they've got a chance to extend this lead.
Absolutely. Dre Smith going to the line on that last drive, went end to end, attacked the rim, drew the foul, and has a chance to extend this and make this a 7-point game. 2 pretty big free throws for the Stars here.
And there's 1 of 2. And you start thinking, if you're the Stars, that 7 points is almost foolproof.
Oh.
You can't say foolproof.
Yeah.
Because you've seen too many basketball games and
Absolutely.
too many things have gone awry for too many teams over the years. But it's looking good for the home team.
So Dre gets to the line, makes 2 big ones. We got a 7-point game.
Petrie
and gets a big rebound.
Oh, Bell. Just right in
Big
there.
move.
No fear. He rang the bell of the Barons. Ballinger's in some trouble. Gets it to Smith. And an easy 2-point conversion for Eric Smith once again down low. If he puts it up from 2 feet out, look out.
West Kentucky going to need to take care of the ball because E-Town is bringing the heat now.
Yeah. All hands on deck on defense is the name of this game. All hands on the ball, all hands on the opposing players, hands everywhere. So Van Hook's going to head to the line here and see what he can do to extend this lead. Let's get that pretty stroke. Let's see what it looks like from the foul line. No good on the first one. He's going to try one more here. Got a little discussion going on. I don't know if it's lane violation stuff or what they're talking about. Maybe a little chippiness. We've seen a little chippiness. Not sure.
Probably a little bit. Van Horn shushes the crowd and gets one of his 2 free throws to extend the lead to 8.
Now the Barons on the ropes here, looking for a basket just to stay in it. Smith for 3. The tip jam attempt. Not quite going down. Jordan flying in there. Couldn't quite convert it. That's going to send Smith to the line. He's going to try to ice this thing. This is the original isolation play, right?
Yeah.
The ice.
I got caught up there watching Petrie just during that hole. He skipped to one end and back to the other, and it's really it's gotten a little chippy.
Yeah, the disappointment's setting in just a little bit here for the Barons.
And
I think Jordan's
had a jersey thrown our direction. I don't think that was meant for us. I think that was just a frustration. I'm yanking my jersey off.
Well, I thought it was just a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, he's frustrated. They put the foul on him. That was his 5th foul.
That's the old Dennis Rodman play, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say so. Kind of tough to be young and emotional, right?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Coach Viggs talking him down off the ledge a little bit.
Officials telling him he's got to put his jersey back on. So a little salt in the wound.
Yeah, not quite the exclamation mark that you intended it to be if you got to put it right back on. Coach Vig's doing a nice little coaching job there. Just telling, hey, it's okay, man. There's always the next season and things like that.
Yep. Those things that a player just isn't going to listen to at a time like this.
Right.
Yeah, so I think what we had there is during the dead ball, there must have been a technical foul called on number 15 there for the Barons.
Yeah,
Keenan Jordan. Yeah.
There was definitely something extracurricular. We saw a lot of conversations.
Yep.
A lot of wondering what was going on, and then next thing you know, foul shots.
So Dre Smith makes one of the two, and West Kentucky is in the driver's seat now.
Smith gets called for steps. It looked like he had a point-blank basket there. The visiting crowd didn't like that whatsoever. Smith got caught up there in the coffin corner, but threw it off the leg of an opposing player.
Yep, so now we've got number 15 for Elizabethtown. Looks like the refs have now asked him to leave the bench. He's argued. I mean, they can't really do anything else. I mean, he's fouled out. He got a technical. He's taken his jersey off. They made him put it back on. And he's mouthing and
kind of a really unfortunate end of the game.
Yeah, it is. It is because, I mean, he's played well. It's been a very emotional game, I mean, really, all the way through.
Yeah, it has. Maybe that emotion from the halftime ceremony and just kind of carried over, and everybody wants it.
Yep.
And now things are just kind of boiling over here at the end, especially as this lead has gotten a little bit out of hand. They fought such a hard game, and you can see where the frustration's coming from.
Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen this, but the game is over. Basically, if I see everything, if I saw completely what just happened, I believe Coach Vig just basically said, we're done. It's over, and just ended the game. That's unfortunate.
That's a basketball first for me.
Yeah.
I've never watched a game that has ended this way.
Yep. Yeah, it was starting to get really emotional, starting to get a little bit out of hand. I know there's a lot of respect between Coach Vig and Coach Chumbler. They're good friends.
Yeah, they've got a nice relationship.
Yeah, saw the interaction there before the game. But yeah, just got a little bit out of hand there late.
So the hands have been shaken.
Yep.
And I guess you just call it with 1:07 remaining? The Barons are certainly headed out here.
Yep.
And now it's time for the presentation of the championship trophy?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
All right.
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. So far, so good. Oh. Okay, so we've got a runner-up trophy and we've got the championship trophy, and so I think organizers wanting to give E-Town the runner-up trophy, and there's not many players left to receive it.
Looks like team captain Dante Simpson is there, and he's going to accept it on behalf of the Barons. Hard-fought game on both sides.
Very, very hard-fought game. Good game. Good game.
A really wonderful game. Really wonderful game.
Truly embracing his spirit, a legacy as we continue to celebrate the essence of basketball. At this point, we will do the trophy presentation to our runner-up of the 2019 WKCTC basketball tournament, to our ECTC Barons. Give them a round of applause.
Some great sportsmanship here at the end. I love to see that.
Definitely. Good to see on Dante Simpson there.
Yeah, well, that's team captain material.
Yep. He's saying, hey, guys, I'm good.
Right, cooler heads.
That's right. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And really, when you've won the first game of the tournament, it does hurt to lose the second game, but you were there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a really nice moment here for Al McFarland, Jashad Fleming, the hometown team with the hometown trophy. The perfect ending to a night that celebrated the 1969 championship victory.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you couldn't script it much better. Coach Chumbler addressing his team, says he couldn't be more proud, and you know how that goes. I mean, what a special night for West Kentucky.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know there would be some that would say, oh, you know, the way that it was called at the end, you know. But, you know, I mean, West Kentucky had already gotten their separation. You know, they had got this thing to a 7-8 point game. And so, yeah, it was really good to see, you know, just some good sportsmanship there. So, pardon me for a little distraction. I have some players here tonight that are actually considering West Kentucky. And
well, I tell you what, they saw a show.
Yeah, they did. They got to see
a show. They could be part of this.
Good recruiting. Good recruiting here for Coach Chumbler.
Yeah, really, really nice night, especially with future players in the crowd. I'd say if you're Coach Chumbler, this is the first building step towards next season.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, anytime, yeah, I mean, that's recruiting magic when you can have some kids in that you want to bring into your program, and then you put on a show like this and play like this, play a style that kids want to play. I mean, you know, this is fun basketball, getting up and down the floor. You know, Coach Chumbler does a great job of unleashing his players a little bit and just letting them play. You know, you don't see them looking to the sideline every play. Hey, what do you want us to do, Coach? Mm-hmm. He lets them play a little bit. They have their sets. They have their offense, but hey, he's got some athletes, and he lets them be athletes. So,
and also grit.
Yeah, oh yeah, plenty of that.
This team had grit. Now, E-Town lost their share of players as well here towards the end of the season, but West Kentucky, you cannot forget that they have really been depleted, and that's exactly what we're going on here. And I think we're going to take it to a little break.
Okay.
Maybe get Coach Chumbler in here and talk about this incredible victory and this incredible ending. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
Welcome back, basketball fans, and I hope you're exhausted. I'm exhausted. Coach Chumbler, are you exhausted?
I am. I've actually been up since about 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning panicking because I realized I hadn't reserved 2 more locker rooms. I had 2 locker rooms for 4 teams. And I've been here since 7:30. But, I mean, what a great effort by a team. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been more proud of a team. I've had some very good teams. But for this team to come into the adversity they've been through, you know, we played 6 players in that game. And I think everybody but me had 4 fouls. And it was just a great effort. I mean, the way they came together and kept their composure when things got a little bit chippy, you know, I couldn't be more proud of them.
Let's talk about the end of this game. So You guys got a little bit of separation.
Yeah.
And then it looked like the emotion boiled over. What all was going on that you could see from the sideline?
I don't know. I can only speculate from my end. And, I've been on that end before where, things don't seem to be going your way. And and especially when you get behind a little bit, it magnifies it even more. And, John's a friend of mine, Coach Bayhue, great coach. I mean, there's probably no one I respect more than him in this profession. And, he does a great job with those kids. I don't know. I mean, I could only speculate, and that's not fair to them.
Right. It was a very unusual end to a game.
It was.
I've never seen a game end quite in that fashion.
No.
I think in a way it was kind of a smart move by Coach Vieg because you say, hey, we don't want any kind of incident.
Right.
And you're already up, and so let's shake hands, move on about our business.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like I said, Coach Bayheu's a great dude, and a great coach. And he's probably smarter than me because I don't know if I'd be smart enough to walk away, But, I mean.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. And I think the Stars here, when you say you're so proud of them, it has to be the grit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got down by, 5 or 6? No, we actually got down by 9 at one time. I was getting ready to call a timeout, and we scored, and I backed off of it. But just the determination. I think that's the most offensive sets and plays I've ever called in a basketball game. But I was so proud of them because we were calling a play every trip down the floor, and they were executing.
Yes.
And I've been preaching discipline to them all year long.
Yes.
And they showed it. It came to fruition.
Speaking of that, your out-of-bounds underneath plays.
Yeah.
They were on top of the game's out-of-bounds underneath.
And when you score, they always look good. But it just felt like everything we were calling was just working. And sometimes you get in a mode like that, and it worked well. Lamont Bell, hey.
On fire. On fire.
Lamont Bell put on a show today. 47 in the first. He had 47 in the first game today.
Yes.
And I've never coached a kid here that had 47. And I don't know what he had that game, but it was a lot.
He had 14 at the half, and he came right out firing in the second half.
Right.
And you're right. I mean, he just never turned it off the entire game.
Yeah, I know. And I'm so happy for our sophomores, Al and Shotty. Al's that hard-nosed kid. They're both hard-nosed kids. And they just want to win. And that goes a long, long way.
Yeah, that feels good. And one final thing. This was the night of honoring the 1969 championship team. And how good did it feel to get this invitational championship on that particular night?
It meant more than I ever actually thought it would. I grew up watching these teams play. And, that was before my time. But we did the interview 2 days ago, and I did it with Rick Ragland. And Rick coached with my dad at Tillman. And I never really knew Rick, but we got to talking, and oh, my God, what a fascinating guy to listen to, because I like listening to those guys because they've got those stories. He's a first-team All-American. And I made a new friend. I'm not going to lie. I mean, he told me I could call him and ask him for any advice I ever needed, and I'll be calling him. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. You got to get some championship pedigree advice.
Oh, absolutely. He's the only national champion I know walking around Paducah.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Coach Tumbler.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you guys all season.
We're going to take a little break now. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans, to a very special night. Some very good feelings. I am here with number 21, Mr. Fleming. What was that game like? It looked incredible.
Yeah, it was a hard game.
So what about the emotional part of it? I mean, it looked like people were getting technicals left and right. People were throwing shirts around. What was up with all that?
It was just everybody trying to, get in everybody's head and throw us out of the game. We were trying to do the same to them too, so.
Yeah, and playing hard the whole night.
Yeah.
That's what you guys, that short bench, what's that like just minute after minute out there?
You got to work, and you just got to go hard and push through it whenever you get tired because, we have a short bench, so you really have no choice.
The shortest of all possible benches,
yeah.
right? It was already short enough, and then Dylan comes up with the flu. Yep. And so you couldn't even get a couple of minutes out of him.
I just got over the flu, too. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you high-five Dylan and give it to him? Is that what happened around here? I think you might have. Well, and so what did you think of that 1969 championship ceremony?
It was pretty good. I didn't even know that that this school got a championship.
That's actually really amazing, isn't it?
Yep, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's a secret that shouldn't be a secret around here. So we're going to go out and tell everybody we know, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a little break. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here with Chris Paul, point guard. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Al McFarland. Al McFarland, and tell us about your little friend here.
Oh, this is my son, my 4-year-old son, Eli. This is the reason why I'm doing it right here.
Awesome. He's your biggest fan, isn't he?
This is him right here.
I'll tell you what, you were a monster down low.
Thank you.
You were getting those boards. You were going up, getting those 2-point tough baskets under there.
Yes, sir.
Inside with all. They had a lot of length. That's tough, right?
Yeah.
They reach those big arms up there, and you got to find a way to get that ball through, and you did. And also 4 fouls. Walk us through from 4 fouls on. What did you do out there to stay on the floor?
Play smart. That's how Coach Chamberlain kept saying, play smart. I need you. I need you, Al. I need you. Play smart.
And I saw you with the fundamentals. You were walling up, just straight up and down, and trying not to reach in there.
Yes, sir.
So that was part of the strategy, I guess.
Yes, sir.
And then I got to ask you, too, I've asked everybody else, you saw that 1969 championship team. What did you think about that?
History. That's crazy. A team from here actually won a national championship. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is definitely something we need to go out there and just spread far and wide that is our legacy.
Yeah,
we've got that
national championship in JUCO sitting over there. That's crazy. That blows my mind.
It is really mind blowing. And then to top it off, you get the victory. So how good did it feel to get the victory on a special night like that?
Man, it's indescribable. I really cannot even describe it, man. I knew we had to get the win because they beat us twice in the regular season. I knew they was going to come to our home. I knew they was going to come and we was going to give them a game. And on this special moment, just being the Cam's Challenge and the national championship just being held, coming out at halftime, I knew we had to get the win. And that's everybody's mind. We had to win. We had to win.
Look, it looks like we got a special visitor here. Alex Van Hook just gave us the trophy.
We don't need that, Alex. We know. Here, take that.
And see, that's a smart parenting move on your part because you realize he can't hold it any more than 2 seconds without something really drastic happening.
Yeah, all right, that's why I had to give it back to
So smart on the floor and smart in real life. That's the way we like it around here. Thanks so much. We're going to take a little break. You are watching WKCTC basketball action.
Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here with the man of the hour, Mr. Bell. And before we even talk about this second game, tell me about that first game. What was going on out there, man?
I just caught fire. You know.
So everything felt good?
Yeah. But my first two shots, everybody was like, I ain't worried about it. Once I hit my first one, I was like, okay.
That's called the shooter's mentality, right?
Yeah.
You get that amnesia and just forget that the first two shots ever happened.
Yeah.
And then from there, you just take it right on down to 47-point land.
Right.
That feels good. You know it does. And then let's talk about the second game for a minute. This is a championship game, right? You've got an invitational tournament here. You've got the 1969 national champions watching over you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't lose, right?
Right.
It's a no-lose situation.
Yeah, we couldn't lose this. We couldn't lose this tonight.
And so you came right out, 14 points in the first half, and then you start the second half, another bucket really quickly. So did you know that it was going to just keep going for the second half?
Yeah, I had to keep the same energy. I couldn't come out flat because, you know, we went into halftime down 3. And we was like in the locker room, that ain't nothing. So we made a little run, then we just kept it.
Yeah, and that's good because you really dominated the first half. If you want to talk about it honestly, I mean, that was a dominant first half. And then it was kind of a shame, really, that you didn't have the lead going into the halftime. So that didn't dissuade you and you just went right back out and went back to work?
I ain't let that bother me at all because I knew we was going to make another run and keep it being on top. So.
And then one more thing is the emotion of this game. So towards the end, what happened with all these technicals and everything? What, you know, from the player's perspective, what was going on?
I mean, I was at half court, and I guess one of their number 15s had kept saying something to the ref, and he teed them up. And plus, they kept hitting the ball out of bounds and kept touching it. So I was like, oh, well.
Oh, the delay of game kind of thing. Yeah. We saw a couple of those over here from the booth as well.
And then they gave a tech on Coach when he was talking to ECTCS coach. So I was like,
right. And the end of the game. Have you ever seen an end of the game quite like that?
No.
I haven't either. I mean, I've watched a lot of basketball, and I've never seen it end with a minute change left on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was stupid. We should have just finished it out.
Well, you never know, man. And but you had a phenomenal tournament, and really kudos to you for that. And yeah, you really played hard, and your team played hard, and you guys kept it together. And you should really be proud, just like Coach Chembler said. And thank you so much. We're going to take a little break. You are watching WKCTC basketball action. Welcome back, basketball fans. That was a wild one.
That's the least we can say.
And I'm not just saying it because I'm working the game. That might be the most amazing ending to a game I have ever seen at any level of basketball in my entire life.
You and me both. I mean, I've never seen, like I say, the whole game was a good game. It was exciting. It was back and forth. It was tied. I don't know how many times. I wish I could have kept up to that. But like somebody asked me earlier, do you do assists and stuff like that? I said, I do good keep score. What are y'all talking about? I mean, you know.
Oh, it's hard. It's fast-paced.
But then you have the ending come as it is with the technicals and just feelings were up there, emotions were up there, everything was riding high, and it was tough. It was tough to see it close out the way it did, but.
Yeah, that is kind of hard to see for the Barons if you put yourself in their place and all. Really nice win for the Stars program and for Coach Schumbler going forward. And what kind of numbers did we see in total?
We saw all kinds of numbers today. One thing I just really want to, I know you all talked to Lamont Bell earlier. He had 47 points in the first game earlier today and 36 in that one. That's 83 points in 2 games in one day.
How about that for a little resume, you know? Maybe some transfer action out there.
Folks, somebody need a good player, you know, after he leaves here, you know, don't get him beforehand, you know. But also Dre Smith, he kicked it, and Van Hook, I mean, he had 14 in both games. And like I say, you know, it was exciting, it was fun, it was challenging on both sides all the way around. And I think it even included, you know, the fans that were here from the 1969 team and everything. And they saw some basketball tonight, I'm going to say that much.
They absolutely did. It was a tremendous game. And then maybe you get some numbers over there for the Barons.
I do. I have the Barons. I had Ingram ended up with 9. Petrie ended up with 12. Ballinger had 11. We had Dante Simpson had 8. Mon had 6. Keenan Jordan had 13, and Eric Smith had 15. They ended with 74 points. And then for West Kentucky Tech, we had Dre Smith had 17 points. Van Hook had 14. We had Fleming with 5. Bell had 36. McFarland had 11, and Hicks had 2 for a total of 85.
Not bad, because that was enough to win the game. And then the key stat is 107. Is that right?
That is correct, 107.
Yeah.
I don't know.
107 left on the clock, and that was just the end of it.
That was in it. I mean, you know, like I say, there was the emotions were running high. The referees were into it. The coaches were into it, you know, and the players were feeling like they might have got some bad calls. Back and forth. It was a combination of a whole bunch of things. But at 107, the coach from Barons, he said, "We're done. We're going home."
Yeah, and that was that, and the championship trophy rolled out, and from there, the rest is just kind of in the books.
The rest is history now, so that ends the season for West Kentucky Tech, and look forward to next year.
Season.
Yeah, good ending.
Building block for next season.
Definitely.
And for Gary McLean and Jamie Madding and Dan Shepard and the other guys down the truck, thanks for watching WKCTC basketball action.